Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be a discussion about the 1.12 patch, some of the rumors that are going on out there, what you can kind of realistically expect, and all of that. I'm going to break it down for you so you know what to expect going into next week. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, I have seen the patch notes, but I'm not really at liberty to give any specifics about what you can expect from the patch. So I'm going to go over kind of what we know and what's kind of been confirmed, what I think those things mean, and basics, forming some opinions off of that. But admittedly, I can't give any sort of specifics or anything about the patch. So obviously the big question in these situations is always, when's the patch coming? When can we expect it? When's it going live? I would say that I expect it to be within the next week or two. Possibly at best case scenario, like this Monday. If not this Monday, maybe the next Monday. And if not, then I would say the worst case scenario would be the Monday after that. So I would say worst case scenario is probably 2.5 weeks. Best case scenario is probably 3 days. So in terms of what has been teased and what we can kind of expect and things that have kind of been confirmed by Plarium. So they posted an image that I'll probably have pop up here, but it's basically showing the boss. Like if we go to the campaign here, Brimstone Path, we can see here this boss. And in the photo that Plarium kind of teased, it's showing a much higher level boss, and it even has nightmares as part of the text. I posted this in the community tab of my YouTube channel, saying that this is basically hinting at Nightmare campaign being released. There's really no other explanation for any of this. It's showing the boss, it says nightmares, it shows the boss at a higher level. The boss is currently level 105 on brutal, and it's showing 200 or something. I'm not looking at it live, but yeah, so obviously that probably means Nightmare campaign, and it just makes sense. Like if we look at the clan boss, it goes normal, hard, brutal, and then Nightmare. So it just makes sense in the progression of the game that we'd eventually get a Nightmare campaign. So first thoughts on that are I'm excited to see how it plays out. It's probably going to cost 10 energy. If we go in brutal, we can see here that things cost 8 and the boss costs 9. So it's probably going to cost 10 energy per run, with bosses being 11. So it'll probably be better efficiency, and it will take less time daily to kind of burn through your energy if you're trying to, farm, just quickly log in, do your stuff. So that could be a good thing, and it could mean more silver per energy and more XP per energy. We'll have to see how it kind of plays out. One thing to kind of prepare for is, remember, to get those 3-star rankings on Nightmare, we're going to need to complete a level with 2 champions, and neither one of them can die. So you're going to want a nice blend of damage and like crowd control and healing, maybe even revive. So start planning out your teams to have 2 champions that complement each other and are going to be able to clear some tougher content. Lifesteal is probably going to be good. We're going to have to bust out those lifesteal sets so we can kind of sustain and live through the different waves of champions. And also you're probably going to want to prepare different affinities so you can counter those stages, and this makes void champions very strong because they're never going to be weak at any point in the Nightmare campaign. They're void, so they're just going to perform how they should. They'll never be hard countered by the enemy affinity. Another thing that has been kind of all but teased by Plarium is the Platinum Arena. It was also on the roadmap as one of the next things to come out, and they basically teased it, showing the Platinum Arena. Now, what I think it's going to be is a top tier exclusive arena rank that not everyone's going to be able to attain. So like if you ever played other games that have ladders like StarCraft 2 or Overwatch, something like that, usually the highest rank is exclusive to a locked number of people. So like let's just say it's 200 like it was in StarCraft or StarCraft 2. So you have 200 people that are ranked, Grandmaster. And then those bottom people, like number 190 through 200, there's chances that if they lose, they fall out of GM. And then people that are really close, there's chances where they win and they jump into GM. So those bottom slots can interchange a lot. The top 10, top 50 stay pretty consistent, but those bottom slots are really interchangeable, and it's interesting to see which players can kind of make it in there and which can't. I don't know the exact number that Plarium's going to come out with. It could be exclusive and be 100, or it could be top 1,000 like the front page for clans. I don't know the exact number, but I think it's going to be some sort of exclusive system like that, where the highest rank features the best players in the game and the best arena teams in the game. The people who are really active in farming the arena at a very high level are going to be grabbing those top spots, and they will probably be able to get 5 or 6 like gold medals per win instead of the 4 in gold 4. So gonna be really interesting to see how that kind of shakes out and exactly how they implement it. Also, there has been a lot of talk on Discord from like the community managers and stuff about champion balancing. So we don't know exactly which champions they're talking about. There's been a lot of rumors about Sethalia and War Mother, and are they gonna change how counterattack works? Are they gonna change how the unkillable comps work for clan boss? And yeah, really until we see the patch notes and we're able to dive in and go over these things individually, I'll be able to grade them for you and let you know if they are significant or not, and how it kind of impacts your account and the champions that it involves. So we'll have to kind of stay tuned on that one. Another big thing that they teased was champion space. They did a little video where they showed like this plus sign here being unlocked, which is epic. One of the biggest things we need in the game is champion vault space and artifact storage space. So really exciting to see if they go through with implementing that, and I really hope they give at least 100 slots. It would be kind of depressing if this comes out and it's like 20 or 30. I don't see that happening. I see it going to at least 250, but I think that would be the worst case scenario. I really hope they bump the vault up to 300 ideally, or even the base champion pool. I don't think they're going to change that. They're going to leave that to 100, because I think the video was featuring the vault opening up this plus slot, if I remember right. So I think this is going to bump up to 300 if I had to guess. Now it could be 250. Best case scenario, it could be something like 400, but I really doubt that. I think the vault is going to go to 300 if I had to guess. And artifact space is massive. This is so needed. I think the jewelry space is pretty good. 500 slots for these 3 pieces of gear seems pretty fair. Now up here we need 6 pieces of gear, so it would make sense that it's 1,000. The storage space feels pretty fair on jewelry, so it would make sense to make this feel pretty good. It would be 1,000. I don't think we're gonna get that. If I had to guess, they'll bump this up to like 600 or 700, which, hey, it's better than nothing. It will definitely help. But I wish eventually they would bump this up to 1,000, because it would just feel right. The jewelry feels right at 500. Up here, it takes twice as many slots. So let's bump it up to twice as many, spaces available, and just call it 1,000. That's what I hope they go for. And you could honestly argue that it would even be, you would need even more than 1,000 because of all the different sets and set bonuses involved. So honestly, it'd be optimal to see it go to like 1,200 or 1,300, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I'm guessing when the patch releases, it will be another it'll bump up to 600 or 700 instead of 500. So yeah, that's kind of what I think is going to be coming, without just going off of speculation and what we're kind of hearing in the community and not going over the patch notes. Obviously, you guys understand I want to keep a good relationship with Plarium, so I can't just like pull up the patch notes and read them on a video. I have seen it, but in this video I wanted to make sure and just go over things that have been officially teased and discussed by Plarium, and wait to go over the patch notes until it actually hits live. I don't want to abandon that relationship and start just throwing them under the bus and airing stuff publicly. There was a rumor that things leaked and the patch notes kind of got out for a little bit. I was at work when this was going down, so I wasn't able to kind of scour the internet and see what was going on. But hopefully they got on that fast, and hopefully, you know, patch day is a big day for Plarium, so it would be unfortunate if it was kind of ruined by leaks and stuff. So hopefully that wasn't too impactful. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you're excited for on the patch, and if you agree or disagree on kind of my speculations and all of that. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.